Paltrocast. I'll throw a two-parter at Kim first. I'll say, how's your day going aside from interviewers who keep changing the schedule on you? Sorry. And how much of the Sam character is there in Kim the human being?
My day's going great, thank you. It's raining a lot in London, so that's also great. But no, I've had a very, very nice day. Um, and Sam, I think I relate to Sam's like empathy. I'm a very empathetic person, and I think Sam has a lot of time and care for people, and I think she's very much concerned a lot of the time with everybody else. And yeah, I think that's the bit for me that I related to the most, her empathy.
There you go. Jack, similar questions at you. How are you? And the Noah character. Is there a lot of Noah and you, a lot of you and Noah?
Yeah, hey man, I'm really good. I went to see Long Legs in the cinema before this, and so I was very happy to do the cinema and then come and do interviews. It's a good day. And yet, look, when I read this role, I was like, I don't know where the prep is going to come into this. I was like, this character just seems like it makes complete sense. Like have the same morals as this character. I think I'm trying to do the same thing as him. I'm trying to be a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this works. I was like, this is great. So it fit pretty nicely. I didn't have to do tons of work. I wasn't playing a monster or anything like that. So it was good.
Oh, we're going to come back to the work, but let me throw over to Kim right here. While it is a shark movie, it's not really about a shark because when you have people that are trying to get out of dangerous situations and interpersonal relationships, aka there's real acting. It's not like there's just an animatronic shark
Mhm.
like some other movies and that kind of a situation. For you, was there a lot of prep needed with relation to water, being around water?
Luckily I'm a total water baby. Like I love being in the water. The ocean's my happy place. Like, and I already had done a bit of scuba and a bit of free diving, not to the level that they needed us to. So it was quite intimidating.
Hmm.
But I feel like for me, like I love acting, I love being in the water. So to be able to get an opportunity that combines those two things is madness, like amazing. So yeah, I think I was nervous about with the interiors that we shot. It's kind of there's this big tank and the World War II ship that's in it, and it's sort of layered with the a couple of floors, and then you can't just swim up if something's gone wrong. It's there's a structure on the top, and there's only certain ways to get in and out of it. So the claustrophobia factor was definitely the thing to overcome, I think.
Got it. Claustrophobia rather than
Yeah.
water. Same thing for you, Jack?
Yeah, I'd never been scuba diving before, so it was a very new experience for me, and I didn't know they were going to train us to do the paddy course. So when I auditioned, I thought, okay, let me go and get my own paddy course, and so I went and got that, and then they was like, okay, you got the job. We're going to take you to Malta for a week to prep. So whilst I was there, I already had my paddy, so they was like, well, we'll get you your advanced, and I was like, okay. So luckily the prep was really solid on this. By the time we got to filming, we'd done quite a bit of scuba diving together, which was
Well, with
great.
with
Mm.
to rudely interrupt you right there, with regard to the Patty and all that, the certification, is that the first certification that you ever got with relation to an acting role?
Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, yeah. It's the first time I've ever, been certified as in anything really with an acting role, and I'd do it all over again.
Well, you never know whose method. Kim, I don't know how method you are. Do you have a long list of certifications and trainings that you had to complete for acting roles?
Um, no, I definitely say this is my first sort of big one, apart from some gun training for a previous role, for a film that's coming out next year. So I had to do quite a bit of gun training for that. Um, but yeah, this is probably the most like official. Here's a certificate. You did a thing. Like,
Gun training is very serious stuff there. So if you have the
Mhm.
guns, you have the scuba in the water, then
Yeah.
you could have a potential survivalist career brewing on the side, it sounds like.
I mean, I'd love that. Like, I love the stunt aspect, and I can say for all the cast, like we
Yeah.
did have stunt doubles that I think we all got a bit competitive of like, can we sort of do the most here and leave them on the side? And and Joachim, our director, would test this thing. 99% of the shots underwater is us doing everything. So, and it was such a fun thing to do. So I'd love to do more action-based stuff.
Well, speaking of that, and I'm also going to ask this to Jack, Kim, The Last Breath is a new movie for us. For you, it's not the newest movie on the planet, not the last thing that you worked on. Are we allowed to know where we're going to see you next, or is that a secret until the Hollywood Reporter or Variety unveils that?
So I have a couple of projects coming out next year, a couple of feature films, and I can't really say much more than that. One is a thriller, one is a horror. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Got it. So you are happily engaged with your work. Jack,
Yeah.
same question at you, because hey, film and TV, you've done a lot of both before, but are we allowed to know what's next or secrets?
Yeah, I've been revealing it because there was an article on this, so I'm feeling like it's out there. But I did a movie opposite Scott Adkins. Do you know Scott Adkins?
Yes.
Martial arts kind of actor. We did a movie together called Take Cover. High octane, high action sniper movie, which I'm really excited about, and I think it's going to be a good one. And so, like you said about the survivalist, gunfighting, we got trained with guns again.
Oh,
And I before on a movie called One Shot, which was all kind of, one take of the camera. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's about these Navy SEALs that infiltrate a prison. So we had some really good time learning to work on those guns. So Take Cover will be out very soon. I don't know when, but hopefully at the end of this year we'll see. I'm not sure, but very excited about it.
so both of you have the guns and scuba training
Oh, yeah.
related to
Maybe
commonality.
we should do an
Now we
underwater.
just need an underwater gunfight, and then we're complete, right?
We've got something.
Or a nautical themed Guns N' Roses tribute band called Guns and Scuba.
I love that.
It's
Okay,
yours.
me.
Remember, I can't sing. That's the only, we have to dub that.
Okay. Keep it in mind. Jack, a stupid question that has nothing to do with anything. Being a person who grew up on late night television, we know that the second host, I believe, of The Tonight Show was Jack Parr. Is there any lineage between you and that Jack Parr?
No connection there. Apart from when I Google my own name egotistically, that he come up, and it was a huge achievement when I started coming up first. That was my goal, was to beat that man out of, because he's obviously not here anymore. So when I first started acting, I'd Google my name, like, is there any news on me? And he would come up like, God damn it. So now if you Google my name, I do come up, which is a nice feeling.
Yes. Is there a famous Kim Spearman that I haven't thought about?
No, I just feel like I haven't met many other Spearmans at all. So I feel like I'd feel extra like, oh, if I found one. But yeah, there's nothing that sort of comes up that I don't think there is. So that's lucky.
I'll tell you what, Dan, as well, like also, when I first started, I Googled Jack Parr and the baby from The Incredibles would always come up. And I was like, I'm losing out to the baby from Incredibles, man. Like, pretty famous baby.
It could be worse. I mean, at least it's like not a felon Jack Parr that is going to cost you work. If it was a Jack Parr mugshot, so they thought it was somebody that wasn't you who did bad stuff. So it could always be much worse.
Yeah.
Well,
And the baby.
we'll see. Fingers crossed it's not you. But the last stupid question for both of you, Kim first, putting you on the spot here, because all we know about is you, the actor, you, the actress, doing stuff. What's the last concert that you went to?
The last concert that I went to was a Cameroonian artist called Blick Bassi, who writes the most incredible songs. And then his opener was another incredible artist from London called Face Soul. So if you ever want to hear some really beautiful music, Google those two artists. They are.
Yeah, I've got homework to do, it sounds like. Jack, can you top that, or does Kim win the last concert question?
No homework for you guys because I have such a guilty pleasure. I went to see Harry Styles in London at Wembley, and I think that guy is so cool. I've got like a man crush on this guy. I was like, yeah, I love him.
Did he cover Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel at that gig?
I don't think he did. No, I think he just did all of his own tracks. Yeah.
Fantastic cover. You should look that one up on YouTube. It'll make you go, what? That was when I realized that Harry Styles is a real artist, when I heard him cover Peter Gabriel.
I'll have to, yeah, I'll watch that as soon as we finish.
Good
Okay.
Howard Stern performance on that. But anyway, this is not about Howard Stern. This is about you two. Congrats on The Last Breath, and looking forward to both of your future projects.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Paltrocast.